There we go. It looks better. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Got a lot to talk about today. If you're with my TikTok group, I'm gonna tell you guys that I made like 3 videos that I recorded and put it on there, but there's a lot of videos that I've been working on, so I'm gonna post more on TikTok and YouTube. I wanted to show you guys something I ran into today. Give me a second. On 24/7 War News, supposedly Russia was talking about on their news again attacking NATO next. They're saying NATO is next on the list right after Ukraine. And then I heard the Pentagon approved a package for $800 million again for artillery aid to Ukraine. So Russia put their warning out there. This would be war, and that those weapons will be legitimate targets. NATO doesn't care. Just like they don't care that Russia just tested the Satan II, which is, they're saying all over the internet, it can hit anywhere. Literally anywhere in the world. North Pole, South Pole, East, anywhere in the East, anywhere in the West. It can hit anywhere. But anyways, Sweden's speeding up their process. We're going to go through all this. Let me just slow it down. Let me flip this camera around and let's get through this. Oh yeah, China also tested a nuclear missile. Thanks, Heather. I forgot all about that. China did too. All right, Russia-NATO. That's usually where I go in first because those are the 2 that I'm worried about. Now we should see something. Oh yeah, they also closed the consulates to 3 NATO countries, and those are the Baltic states. So they completely lost respect for the Baltic states. Processing using arms. Here we go. And it's on our Western media. They're now talking about the Russian news, but they want to block the Russian news. So we can't hear their side of the story, but we sure can hear our side of their side of the story. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so right here, Russian state TV talks of war against Europe and the world after Ukraine. Yeah, y'all heard that right. Against Europe and the world. All right, so let's see what they say. Pro-Putin TV presenter Vladimir, I don't even know how to say that name, Solovyov, has spoken about the next stage of the conflict in Ukraine leading towards a war against Europe and the world during his show on state-run channel Russia 1. That's the name of the news channel. I believe a special military operation is entering a new stage. Now, I said this yesterday. I said the phase 2 might include NATO, guys. And I've said this over and over. And people want, like, well, no, Russia don't have the balls to attack NATO. Okay. There's only so many warnings you give out before they start doing something. Anyways, said the Russian journalist talking about 6 guests on his show, Evening with Vladimir, you already know, in a video. While they shared on Thursday, Ukrainians alone are no longer enough. Now they're talking about NATO countries. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? So that's not even them. They're saying they. So that means probably the Russian government. I can't even see Michi's. My phone, sorry guys, my phone's been doing this all day, just cuts out and go. Like, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyways, let's get back to where we were. So, Ukrainians are no longer enough. Now they're talking about NATO. Now they are talking about NATO countries. Supplying de facto their own weapons, she said in monologue, we'll not only see NATO weapons getting drawn into this, but also their operators. Do we know who NATO's main operator is? Poland. Poland's the one that's sending these weapons out. Slovakia probably is in this now for sending the jets. And we can already know the United States of America is the main one that Russia's talking about. They were joking about nuking us yesterday. Should we nuke New York City? Oh, yeah, New York City would be obliterated. Just joking about nuking the United States. Like it was nothing. Like it's a fun and game to them. Like they've just been waiting for this a whole long ass time. Like, yes, let's freaking get rid of these guys. Even if it costs our lives, you know, forget it. We're tired of their mess. So, de facto, we're starting to wage war against NATO countries. Do y'all hear that? I don't know how much more clear that they got to say it to you guys. And this is on Western media right now. But they actually said this yesterday. I watched the video. They actually did say this. De facto, we are starting to wage a war against NATO countries. We'll be grinding up NATO's war machine as well as citizens of NATO countries. Grinding up, do you know what that means? They're about to get rid of NATO. They're about to have fun with NATO. And the civilians are about to get caught in the crossfire, just like we always do in war, that we're not involved in. But nope, it's your country, so I definitely should have put this phone in the charger. I don't know why I go live when my battery's down to 20 to something percent. Oh boy. All right, hold on. I got my charger with me. Give me one more second. Technical difficulties. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. So, yeah, that's our Russia problem right now. This is not about to be any good. Now let's go to, well, we can go down here too. Let's see what else it says in here. When this operation concludes, NATO will have to ask itself, do we have what we need to defend ourselves? Now, when I read this, I automatically thought of something. What if these weapon supplies to Ukraine, I know that they're saying it's to destroy the Russian army. They're trying to use Ukraine as a proxy. But what if this is actually weakening NATO countries? I don't think people realize how much gear that NATO is giving to Ukraine. Canada gave so much gear to the point that they couldn't even give any more gear to Ukraine because it was starting to weaken their own security. Now, how many other NATO countries are following suit with that? I mean, we got Germany. Germany got weapons for days, but Germany, they're starting to donate. United States is donating more and more heavy stuff. As we're running low on our weaker stuff, we're giving Ukraine even more heavier weapons. They're saying they're willing to fight to the last Ukrainian. So when Russia does decide to go at NATO, can we say that NATO's not going to be at full power? Is that the plan? To have a weakened NATO? And now Russia's getting their weapons from other countries too. They're getting weapons from Iran now. Serbia's probably going to send their weapons from China. Send them weapons from that they got from China. I'm pretty sure that was part of the plan. Taiwan's getting ready to get taken over. I don't know if y'all know. We could talk about this real quick because this concerned me. There was a news article I ran into yesterday. Actually, yesterday night. I just couldn't do nothing yesterday night. Let me see. It said something on the lines, Taiwan. Oh, wait, no. It was on 24/7 War News. I remember where it was at. 24/7. Because I'm supposed to post that today. Actually, I ran into it today. I'm sorry. Yep, it sure was. It was on the GR one. GR. Here we go. Go and put this in English. There's probably some new ones now. We lost 42 territories in 24 hours. The U.S. risked a huge NATO arms shipment. Who enters the war with tanks? Oh, great. Very close to a Russian attack on NATO convoy. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a new one. So now I got to find it. I got to go through that one next. Danger of de facto DG World War. Oh, that's what we were just talking about on the TV thing. Fire at top secret military facility, loss of production of Skyner systems. Wow. Okay. Anyways, where I'm getting at is probably the second from the last. PLA, our army is strong. Washington. Oh, yeah, here it is. I think this is the one. All right. Rapture and ultimatum of YPAM. China to the United States on Taiwan. PLA is ready for battle. Our army is strong, said Washington. Hold on. Is this the new one that I just read? They talked about the new, or is they having some other beef again? Oh. Hold on. Yeah, this is a new one. This is a new one. Holy shit. We got another new one about China. Okay. We'll read that one next. I'm so sorry, guys. I ran into one this morning about the United States and Taiwan. It's something from Taiwan last night. It looks like they got a bunch of new ones on here. Mariupol, Russian territory. I saw that. You know, dramatic reduces euro. Yeah, maybe it must be that one then. I don't see no other one. Hold on, I could check on my. Oh no, this ain't TikTok. Dang it. Okay. Sorry guys. Sorry. I ran into an article on here this morning that was talking about the Chinese media that put out that Taiwan was under attack. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. Under attack. Is it real? I believe it was a pre-thing. Here it is. So I think this was an accidental leak. Maybe they wasn't supposed to talk about this, but they end up talking about it. Taiwan News Channel accidentally airs false report of Chinese invasion. A Taiwanese news channel has broadcast by mistake a fictional news alert that said China armed forces had launched an invasion, firing missiles at cities, ports surrounding the capital. How do you do that by accident? How do you make a whole, because you know this is pre-scripted. Usually the news has something that they read off of that they're given from their higher-ups. Now, is this scripted for this to happen soon? Is this about to really happen any day now and they let it out on the wrong day? Anyways, let's continue going down. Several news captions declaring a violent attack by China People's Liberation Army had been mocked up for the forthcoming security drills, but were broadcast accidentally due to Taiwanese viewers at 7 a.m. on Wednesday. The new Taiwan city was hit by communist missiles. The port has exploded. Facilities and ships were damaged and destroyed. The Chinese television system news tickers read. The partially government-owned CTS station issued on-air clarification and apology several hours later. It took y'all hours later. So this was definitely leaked out. This had to have been leaked out. Saying the report had been created in conjunction with emergency services for the drills, but had been accidentally broadcast. So y'all were worried about the drills being an attack? That's why y'all let it out by accident? Oh, Lord. That's like when Hawaii went off because there was supposed to be a nuclear missile that was heading to them. And they had the whole freaking State of Hawaii evacuating and trying to go to underground sewers and stuff because they were freaking out. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so now we go to the rapture and ultimatum of YPAM, China to U.S. on Taiwan. PLA is ready for battle. Our army is still strong, said Washington. The Chinese defense minister personally sent a repeated threats on ultimatum of non-involvement of the United States to his American counterpart, that Lloyd Austin, on the issue of Taiwan. So they sent repeated threats. They don't want the United States in this. We already know this. The Chinese defense minister stressed in essence to his American counterparts that the PLA will invade Taiwan and demanded that the United States not get involved. Wow. That's why they had that high-level meeting yesterday? Then Biden talked to all the higher-ups yesterday and their wives, the higher army men and their wives, their spouses. This is exactly the meaning of his statements. The only thing we do not know anymore is when the invasion will take place. It will most likely coincide with Russia's military operation in Ukraine to open two fronts in the U.S. at the same time. Chinese media admit that the rare telephone communication and its content is an unprecedented action that shows a crisis. In fact, the conversation was announced by the Ministry of Defense of China. The accusation was the visit of American officials to Taiwan. Oh, so yep, they already said that would have been war. Y'all remember that? They said that China would have strong consequences for such a visit, and they said this definitely threatens their security and everything. And they're already talking about war with the United States back then. And this was only, what, last month? And no, this was only a couple weeks ago. So we got that. We already read that. The accusation. If China invades, below you see in the video what they said. Okay, so there's a video. That's what I like about this website, 24/7 War News. They leave links at the bottom. They'll show you some of the links and videos that they have on here. Some be eyewitnesses and everything. All right, Taiwan is part of China. The United States should not underestimate China's determination and capability. China's State Advisor and Secretary of Defense Wu Fingji, sorry. I was trying to think of how to read that. Said Wednesday during a rare telephone conversation with the United States Defense Lloyd Austin. Taiwan is part of China and no one can change that, said the defense minister. Let's go down. If the Taiwan issue is not addressed properly, it will have a devastating impact on Sino-U.S. relations. The Chinese official also said that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China, adding that it is in fact a status quo that no one could change. Wow. According to China's Ministry of Defense, he also said that China's military forces was willing to make every effort to safeguard national territorial integrity, which is true. They did say that. China hopes to establish healthy and stable relations with the United States, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said, adding that in the meantime, China will defend its national interests and dignity. All right, now we're getting down to the final part of this article, I believe. Yeah. Every chance on the table. Okay, so the U.S. actually hit back. Oh, man, we got a lot to read. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Such U.S. actions, no. Yeah, okay. Such U.S. actions blatantly violate the principle of one China and provisions of 3 joint China-U.S. communications. This is bad behavior and machinations of the United States are completely fruitless. At the same time, it is extremely dangerous. This is playing with fire. Holy moly. Holy, their visit had not been announced before, so they snuck it there. The visit took place last Thursday and consisted with of 6 Republican and Democratic senators of Congress. Okay, is it back? I see some people saying froze, some people saying back, some people saying froze. Yes, back. Okay, yes, okay. Well, now we're down to 10 people. We're just up to 90. Jeez. That's great. Oh, I need to prepare for these lives a little better. Okay, the Senator Richard Beer. Okay, those are the ones that I just posted on your TikTok. Okay. USA, every chance on the table. We have a strong army. Senator acknowledged that the Communist Party of China had told them he was very unhappy about the visits, but the warning did not stop them from traveling to the island. It was not to prevent us from supporting Taiwan in the future. Oh, it will not prevent us from supporting Taiwan in the future, says the head of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in a statement. We are here to support Taiwan. Our relationship is solid as a rock. And when a country like Taiwan has 90% of their modern semiconductor industry, it is a country of global importance, of global economic importance. And those who wish to make Taiwan sick must understand that the international community will look at it and will not allow Taiwan to be adversely affected because of the global interests. Ah. Lindsey Graham, for his part, said, every choice is on the table. We have a strong army, not to take another's property, but to protect our freedom and the freedom of the world. Leaving Taiwan means surrendering to the law of a powerful of arms of the powerful of the arms against the law of law. Okay. U.S. every choice is on the table. We acknowledge that the Communist Party of China had said. Oh wait, didn't we just read that? Yeah, we just read that. Okay. Leaving Taiwan would mean abandoning democracy and freedom. It would be like abandoning free trade. It would reward the worst of humanity. We are here today to show our support for Taiwan. All right, let's see.
We're here to support Taiwan. Our relationship is rock solid. And when a country like Taiwan has 90% of the high-end semiconductor industry, it is a country of global significance, of global economic consequence. And those who wish Taiwan ill must understand that the global community will look at that and say we cannot allow Taiwan to be negatively impacted because the world's interests are involved.
What would America do if the Communist Chinese invaded Taiwan? Every option is on the table. We have a strong military.
You heard that, right? This is the little hints that they give in your politicians. All the options is on the table. We have a strong military. So that's the first option that you brought up is military. My God. Anyways, let's go.
Not to take other people's property, but to protect our freedom and the freedom of the world. To abandon Taiwan is to give in to the rule of gun versus the rule of law.
Okay, I did that so people didn't know. don't think that this article's bullshit because I don't know, some people I could put an article behind them, read what they say, and they still wouldn't believe me. Even though you can read up the, look up the speeches and stuff, but some people just still will hate and not believe me. So let's go down. Taiwan strengthening our alliance with the United States. In a statement, the Taiwanese Foreign Ministry condemned the CCP's disobedient and ridiculous remarks and actions during the U.S. delegation's visit. She, I guess, welcomed the delegation and wished to further deepen cooperation between Taipei and Washington. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has shown the democracies need to strengthen their alliances. Collectively, we need to defend ourselves against threats from authorization nations, authorization nations, and seeking to disrupt regional peace. The threat of violence by the CCP toleration authorities against Taiwan will only strengthen the will of the Taiwanese people to defend freedom and democracy. Wow. Taiwan will continue to deepen cooperation with like-minded countries such as the United States to defend free and open Indo-Pacific region. Okay, and that's it. All right, and that's it for that one. No cyber, no EMP, blackout yet. Doesn't make sense also. Yep. Interesting. All right, let's see. International War Monitor. Oh, dang it. Main issues. That's probably what this page is for, yeah. Well, that's just great. Oh, yeah. I got to go to the other part. My bad, guys. I got to go to the other part that I was getting at. So, they launched their Satan 2 missile, huh? They shut down their consulates of 3 NATO countries, which is the Baltic states, which is said on here. So that's pretty much, I mean, they're cutting ties with everybody in NATO. And this is for their unfriendly actions, the sanctions and all that. So that means these guys can most likely just try to cut Russia from even going through their country, especially getting through to Kaliningrad. And which I think is coming soon. That's going to start this war off for sure. That's going to be one of the things. Now, look up Sweden and Finland. Because there's a new thing coming out with them. Canada would be supportive of Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Someone else came out and said they support Sweden and Finland joining NATO too. But this is the one that got me, because I told you guys, if Finland joins NATO, Sweden's definitely going to follow behind them, because they're best friends. They're like brothers. They're neighbors. They have a special relationship that a lot of countries can't say that they have. But anyways, Sweden speeds up NATO analysts to keep pace with Finland. God darn it. I'm not trying to move it up there. Okay. Report on security choices brought forward to May 13th. Report on security choices brought forward to May 13th. Majority of the Swedes now back joining NATO. Wow. Which we know would be war with Russia. So get ready for war with Russia this year, guys, because it's definitely coming. They're open up every door that they can. Russia say they're going to attack NATO convoys. They're going to put more NATO convoys into Ukraine. Russia said they don't want planes to Ukraine. They send planes anyway. Russia says no NATO troops inside Ukraine. Now they're going to be helping for an evacuation. Like, you guys see the pattern here? They wanted war with Russia. They want it. Everything Russia tells them not to do, they're going to do anyway. They don't give a F. The talks on Sweden's security policy will now be finalized more than 2 weeks earlier. On May 13th, Foreign Minister Len said after all party meetings on Thursday. Wow. Oh yeah, Finland decided they started their debate yesterday, so they're debating on joining NATO now. So they're up to coming up with a decision pretty soon. Finland's up there already. Sweden's playing catch up because they originally was the last one to say they didn't want to do it. More Swedes prepared to defy Putin. NATO support. Yeah, I told you guys, NATO definitely supports Finland and Sweden getting, and that helps their alliance so much more. I wonder what Turkey kind of thinks about it. I wonder if Turkey, I know they supported Ukraine joining NATO. Turkey was on board with that. Russia didn't like it, but Turkey didn't care then. I wonder how they feel about Sweden and Finland. And if they're the only one that say no, are they just gonna vote them out and be like, well, fuck what you say, Turkey. You've barely been with us anyway. Let's say that all members agreed on it anyway. Turkey, Finland sees peaceful solutions. Okay. I don't think Turkey really got an opinion on it yet. What was I thinking? Crap. It was just in my head. See, here we go again. My bad, guys. NATO. Duh. There we go. Greece does not block Finland's NATO accession. Going Nordic. What membership would mean. Finland, Sweden now likely. Turkey will react to any potential bid from... refuse to speculate how Turkey will react to any potential bid from Finland to join the alliance. Okay, I think at that point, they're going to probably all go after Turkey. I was trying to think of the right word to say. I think if Turkey is the only member that says no, and they block Finland and Sweden, somebody that NATO really strongly needs to have an advantage over Russia as well, I think they're gonna go after Turkey's neck. And as far as being Turkey being the first member to get kicked out of NATO. NATO don't want to do that because they kind of need Turkey too, but it's looking like it might come down to that at the end of the day. Oh yeah, by the way, the Pentagon is sending these specially made drones that they made especially for Ukraine. I think they're sending like 120 of these ghost drones. Ghost Phoenix. Designed for attack. Pentagon for Ukraine, designed for attack. Newly disclosed ghost drones that are part of America's latest armed package for Ukraine were developed by the United States Air Force for attacking targets and are destroyed after a single use, the Pentagon said on Thursday. So you use these once and they're gone. Enemy will never be able to get their hands on it. Almost like a kamikaze drone. Almost. Yeah, I know they delayed our spring too. We got snow up here in Ohio. Well, not today, but yesterday and the day before yesterday, it was snow flying all up in my face, bro. The United States and its allies have ramped up arms shipments to Kyiv ahead of Russia's announcement offensive on eastern Ukraine, as Moscow tries to salvage its nearly 2-month-old campaign. Oh, 121. They're going to send 121 Phoenix Ghost tactical unmanned aerial systems that will be provided to Ukraine as part of the new arms package. Oh my God, Ukraine is getting hooked up. Ukraine is getting hooked up. What else we have on here? Biden announces new billion-dollar military aid package for Ukraine and sanctions on Russia. $1 billion. $1 billion. Wow, bro. We can't even get $1 billion to help this damn country. They want to argue over shit like that. Oh, no, we don't need to help each other. But they won't argue about giving our money to someone else. Coalition demands end to U.S. military support for Saudi-led war on Yemen. Yeah, they don't like each other anyway. The Saudis mocked Biden the other day, are canceling their relations with the United States. Anthony Fauci was not arrested by the United States military. What? They say Fauci was arrested? Of course, I know not to trust y'all fact checks because y'all fact checks suck. An online article claims that American Special Forces arrested top U.S. infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci on April 9th, 2022 on charges of treason, conspiracy, homicide. This is false. The Pentagon called it a total and fabrication of the health agency. Fauci has denied the claim. And the scientist has made a public appearance after the day of alleged arrest. Okay. I'm about to say, what about him? Everything's getting fact checked these days. Even videos. No, it was Photoshop. Okay, how the fuck you Photoshop a video, bro? Like, I know you can alter videos these days, but come on, bro. All right, let me see if there's anything else that I want to look into before I go to TikTok to start posting videos. I know I got stuff on my TikTok that I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Chinese military tests a new hypersonic missile ahead of talks between U.S. and China defense leaders. Oh yeah, they're not just testing these for fun, guys. We already know this. I mean, at least if you're smart, you know they're getting ready to head to the next step into this war. And now Russia's saying that NATO is next on the list. Definitely next on the list after Ukraine. Yeah, y'all want to pump them with weapons and all that? Okay, let's figure it out. Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Vladimir Putin key port city of Mariupol liberated as U.S. pledges. Oh, yep. They did fully call Mariupol part of Russia now. So Russia got Mariupol, Donbass. They're fighting for Donbass. And last but not least, um, I don't know what's going on with Odessa. Did the Ukraine fight that part back? No, Odessa. The Russians were saying there was a NATO base right by there. Of course, that's all you guys want is more and more and more. Ukraine grateful for U.S. military assistance. Welcomes more. Oh, okay. Okay. U.S. military okays prototype mobile nuclear reactor in Idaho. A mobile nuclear reactor. Hmm. Hold on, what's this? Uh-oh. Hold up, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, what do we got going on here? I just barely missed that. That was today, too? Russia-Chinese ships steaming towards, near Japan as carrier Lincoln operates near Korea. This lets me know China, Russia, and North Korea is definitely working together. Russia's been over there in the Indo-Pacific more than usual. They've been working with them Chinese, and then we know Korea's been off the hook. North Korea's been off the hook as far as the missile tests. But let's read more into this. I'm interested to know about this. Three Russian civilian vessels transited to Tsushima Straits on Tuesday, while the Chinese surveillance ship sailed from the East China Sea into the Pacific Ocean on Wednesday. According to releases posted on Wednesday by the Joint Staff of Office of Japan Self-Defense Force, the three Russian Navy ships are destroyer RFS. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce these freaking words. But yeah, the civilian ships, a pipeline ship, civilian ships as pipeline ship, offshore supply ship. All three Russian civilian ships are sanctioned by the United States over their involvement in the Russian Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline under the U.S. Treasury Department. Watched the movie Songbird. I did see that movie. Actually, that's how I got big on my first account because of that trailer. The Russian ships were sighted 80 kilometers west of Danjo Islands at 9 a.m. on Tuesday by the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force. Wow. Then you got the PLA. They were there 160. Damn, so Russia was even closer than China was. And then we got the United States aircraft carrier up here, Abraham Lincoln, of course. The United States everywhere where everybody wants to operate at. Is now operating in the Philippine Sea after finishing exercises with all three arms. The JSDF that began on April 8th. Abraham Lincoln Cruiser USS Mobile Bay and destroyer USS Spruance with the JMSDF destroyers JS Izuma DD-105, JS Konjo conducted joint drills ranging from air warfare exercises to maritime communication operations, according to the United States 7th Fleet. Oh, that was a lot to say. And this is where all this is going down at, in this little strait. Wow. Wow. Wow, Japan. First of all, we got China all up here. Can we just say that Japan's just screwed when it comes to China coming over here? I mean, China could just fart off a nuke and just blow their butts up. Anyways, We got North and South Korea here. And of course, actually, I think part of this is Russia. I think there's a part of North Korea that's connected to Russia, actually. So, yeah. We ain't gonna make it to 2029. I know that for a fact. We ain't making it to 2023 or 4, in my opinion. I think everything that needs to break out is gonna break out this year. All right, let me see if there's anything else that I need. Ukraine grateful for the U.S. assistance. We already saw that. Oh, Australia and Japan is okay. We already saw that coming. U.S. underestimation of the PLA capabilities once again aids China's hegemony. Yep. Kyiv asked for a new kamikaze drone to fight Russia, and they gave them the Phoenix Ghost. So yeah, it's supposed to be a kamikaze drone. Damn, I just called that earlier too. The U.S. has no idea where Ukrainian army aid is going. I bet it don't. Hypersonic missiles and talks between U.S. military. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I have a list of things I want to talk about on TikTok, but oh wow, I didn't know about that. Iran has rejected U.S. offers to lift sanctions in exchange for Taiwan's uh, abandoning of Soleimani's revenge. Hell yeah, yeah. Good luck. That's like y'all killing Biden, them killing Biden, and y'all being like 2 years later. So can we just forget about we just killed Biden? You know, swipe it under the rug. Nah, bro. Nah, it don't work that way. Latvian and Estonian parliaments say Russia committed genocide in Ukraine. Oh, so they're jumping in on this. This is probably why Russia's attacking all 3 countries right now, or not like physically attacking, but cutting them off. We will speak softly and carry a large javelin, Biden says as he unveils $800 million new Ukraine aid. I do got to see the speech that happened earlier. But all right, I think that's enough for now. I'm gonna head over to TikTok and make some videos on there. I might go live on there too, depending how I'm feeling. All right, have a great day, guys. Remember the golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. And thank you for joining me on this broadcast. It's getting ridiculous. What's going on in our country and in the world right now? Stay safe out there. Get closer to your higher powers. And just yeah, man, it's getting that time. It's beginning that time. All right, Jay out. I'll see you guys on TikTok and YouTube, hopefully.